Hey, what is going on everybody? Desir here with another Cosmic Crucible video. I'm currently on the third round and I'm 2-0 right now. My opponent today is Bonsai. I'm hoping to pull out the W, however they are a very good opponent, so I don't know how this will go. Looking at his previous matches, he's been pretty flawless as far as his attacks go, so I had to be really precise on going for those one-shots and going for those high efficiency wins. Before we get into this fight, I'm going to give you a few channel updates real quick. The first one's going to be I'm going to have that weekly recap video that should be coming out Saturday morning. I have another video where it's going to be my defense as far as how I'm going to be approaching the back half of the season for Cosmic Crucible. And the last video I'm actually still working on right now is going to be a how to counter the X-Men. They're a very good modular team and you can break them up into different pieces, and there's a lot of different ways that you can approach this. So I feel this is a very important video to get out there to the community. And there will be infographics that will be on my Discord channel, so make sure that you do join that. That's going to be in the description below, and if you haven't already, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Without further ado, let's get into this. So my opponent Bonsai is 97 million TCPs. This is going to be about a 20 million punch up, and like I said, his previous matches he was very efficient and precise with his hits, so I need to be flawless in this because it is a 20 million punch up. That is going to be a little bit of a challenge for me. Let's go ahead, check out the defense, and see what he has going on. For stage 1, they have the 3-piece X-Treme X-Men with Rogue and Black Knight, so that's a pretty good defensive team. Stage 2, they have the Spider Society, and that's about a 2.3 mil team right there, so pretty good size. Stage 3 are the War Dogs. Stage 4 is the remaining out of time with Dorm. I haven't faced this yet, so this could be a little tricky depending on if they're going to stretch me thin. Stage 5 is the Infinity Watch with Quicksilver. And Stage 6 is the Secret Defenders with Morgan and Emma. For stage 1, I'm going to use my Superior 6 with Vulture and Apocalypse. The Vulture is a great counter anytime you're going to be facing the Nightcrawler because he'll take that speed up away. Apocalypse is there to help neutralize the Black Knight threat, so this should work fairly good, and it is a punch across. Vulture will be starting this match off. I'm going to use the special on the Black Knight, and I did end up getting the flips on the buff, so I was very lucky there. Green Goblin Classic is up next. I'm going to use that ultimate. That's going to do a nice turn meter rewind to them. For Kraven's turn, I'm going to target the Rogue and actually do the special on her. I don't want her doing her taunt on me, and since there's no Cyclops, I don't have to worry about Forge getting that speed up. For Doc Ock, I'm going to use the special. That's going to get the Shocker out there. For Shocker's turn, I'm going to use that special, and that's going to get the offense up for everybody. Apocalypse is going to do that ultimate, and the Striker attack is going to hit the Black Knight and does kill him. For Apocalypse's ult, I'm going to target the Nightcrawler. And now Vulture's up, I'm going to use that ultimate, and that does finish the match for me. For stage 2, I wanted to try the Bifrost with Super Skrull on this one, because I haven't seen many counters of that. The one I did see, they actually took out Loki instead of Team Loki, so this is going to work a whole lot better. And this, as you see, is just going to be a slight punch down. Super Skrull will be going first in this matchup. I'm going to use the special on Peter B. Parker. That's going to end up rewinding the Spider-Man Noir and put the ability block on the Peter B. Parker. I'm now going to target the Spider-Man Pavitra and do the basic to chain across. Sylvia's up next. I'm going to use that ultimate. That's going to do a turn meter rewind to them. For Loki, I'm going to target the Penny and use the special. Super Skrull is up next. I'm going to use that ultimate. And for Vol, I'm going to target Ghost Spider and do the special to put the exposed and the ability block on her. Beta Ray Bill is up next. I'm going to use the special so that way I can stun Ghost Spider while killing the Peter B. Parker and the Spider-Man Pavitra. Sylvie's going to do the special into Ghost Spider. Super Skrull's going to basic into Spider-Man Noir. I'm going to shift back over to the Ghost Spider and do the ultimate with Vol. The striker attack does kill her, and now it's just an easy kill on the Spider-Man Noir. This was a fairly efficient attack. I think right now the Hive Mind is going to be a little bit more efficient of the hit, unless you do the Apocalypse version. However, as its team gets bigger, I think Bifrost would be the safer play. For stage 3, I'm going to use Death Seed into the War Dogs. I debate about using the new Warriors because they do get that turn meter on spawn, but I wasn't sure if they would actually outspeed the War Dogs since War Dogs get speed up on spawn. I was a little bit too lazy to do the calculations on that, so I'm going in with the Death Seed. They do get that AoE blind from Magneto, and then they get the offense up when I use Archangel's special and start doing turn meter rewinds when they start killing people off. So hopefully this goes well. So Magneto will be going first in this matchup. I'm going to use his ultimate on the Black Panther that's going to pull everybody in and throw blind on them. So right here, all of the War Dogs start getting their assists because of that offense up that they have, and they start getting their laps on me because of that speed up that they get on spawn. They start doing some equal damage between Magneto and Nemesis, and it's starting to take a little bit more damage than I would like. Archangel, I am going to be doing the special, and that gets offense up on my whole team and clears any debuffs. And I'm trying to focus down the Black Panther first because of the threat that he can provide if he starts getting kills on my team. For Dark Beast, I end up doing the ultimate on the Black Panther that did call the Assistant. However, all of those counter attacks did just kill my Dark Beast, so that attack actually wasn't worth it, and it cost me. Now they start focusing down my Magneto, and he's gone. The Nemesis, I use the ultimate on the Black Panther that calls the Assistant, and I get the kill. Now I start doing the turn meter rewinds. Psylocke, I target the Okoye and use the special that's going to chain across and remove their buffs. So there, luckily the evades did save my Psylocke, so she still is in play. I target the Black Panther 1 mil, use Archangel's ultimate on him, that kills him, that causes another turn meter rewind. I'm now going to focus down the Nakia. Nemesis uses the special on her, that calls the Assistant. Psylocke, I use the ultimate on the Nakia, and that kills her. Now I just need to worry about the Psylocke. This definitely was not as efficient as I wanted it to be, but it did the job. However, in this type of matchup, I needed something that was more efficient, unfortunately. For stage 4, I'm going to use the Eternals with Kestrel, Iron Man Infinity War, and Void Knight. This team does kind of worry me because of that revive once, and I was kind of stretched thin to where I needed to use my Cabal, my Super Skrull, Apocalypse, and the Superior 6. So I'm hoping that this can one-shot it, and hopefully I can get a pretty efficient score with it. So the Void Knight will be going first. I'm going to target the Cosmic Ghost Rider and use the ultimate, that way it can ability block him, and that does flip those positive effects a little bit. The ones that don't get flipped, I end up using Icarus's ultimate, so all those positive effects are now negative effects. Cersei will do the ultimate as well. Kestrel will use the special onto the Cosmic Ghost Rider. That does kill Dorm and 1 life off of the Star Brand. Iron Man Infinity War, I use the special on the Captain America. It does a good rebound chain. And the Kestrel ping does kill the Star Brand as well. Captain Carter does use that ultimate, so it does clear those negative effects and does a nice heal to them. The Icarus will do the special into the Captain America. Kestrel, I'm going to use the ultimate on the Cosmic Ghost Rider, so he is now gone. So all I have to worry about is Captain America and Peggy. Cersei's going to use the special on the Peggy, that does stun her. So now I'm going to turn my attention back to the Captain America, that does kill the Peggy. So one of her lives is gone. Iron Man Infinity War used the ultimate. The Kestrel ping does an extra hit on there. I'm stuck behind a taunt right now, so I am going to use Icarus's basic. The Cersei does end up flipping that taunt off. Peggy again uses the ultimate to heal. Kestrel, I use the basic that gets a defense down on Captain America. So I'm going to hit the defense down so I can get some pings on there. The Icarus, I'm going to use the basic onto the Captain America. Kestrel, I use the basic again. I get another defense down out there. Now target the Peggy to flip those positive effects. And she does end up using the special. I'm going to stay on the Peggy and use the basic. Iron Man Infinity War's back up. I'm going to use that special so I can rebound back and forth between Peggy and Captain America. I'm stuck behind a taunt, so Icarus is going to do that basic so I can get off of that. The Cersei, I do the ultimate, that does kill Peggy Carter. Kestrel, I end up doing the special that kills the Captain America. This definitely wasn't as clean as I wanted it to be. I took a little bit too much damage from Peggy and a little bit too many turns. For stage 5, I'm going to use my Masters of Evil with Spider-Man Big Time. This is a pretty good efficient counter against the Infinity Watch because Big Time can remove 2 of those Revive Onces. Kang's ultimate is able to kill any of the characters and they're not able to come back either. Because of that Quicksilver threat, I also wanted this team here, that way I don't have to worry about Quicksilver going off on me. Titania will be going first in this matchup. I'm going to target the Quicksilver and use the ultimate, that way I can ability block him and get disrupt on him. Kang is up next. I'm going to target Quicksilver because he does have that vulnerable and use the special. Spider-Man Big Time is up. I'm going to target Gamora and use the special. That's going to remove the revive once from Gamora and Nebula. I'm going to flip back over to Quicksilver and use Moonstone's ultimate. That's going to get a stun on Quicksilver and do a nice turn meter rewind to Adam Warlock and Nebula. Titania's back up. I'm going to switch to Nebula and use the special. Kang is back up. I'm going to target Gamora because she has that vulnerable and use the ultimate. That does kill the Quicksilver and the Gamora. So all I have to worry about now is Phyla-Vell and Adam Warlock. I'm going to target Adam Warlock and use the ultimate from Spider-Man Big Time. For Moonstone, I'm going to target Phyla-Vell and use the special. Kang is now back up. I'm going to target Adam Warlock and use the basic. That's going to kill Adam Warlock. And then the second hit is going to end up killing Phyla-Vell. Now I just have to worry about the Adam Warlock. Absorbman's going to use the special, Moonstone's going to use the basic, Titania's going to use the ultimate, and the Kang passive ends up killing Adam Warlock. This was fairly efficient as far as turns goes for the Infinity Watch. For stage 6, I'm going to use my Cabal with Deathpool and Lizard here. I'm not able to use Vulture or my Archangel that I typically use here, so I wanted to test out how Deathpool would be, since I usually can kill fairly quick, and the Deathpool pings might be able to do something. Lizard will be going first in this matchup. I'm going to use his ultimate to strip all the positive effects, and that does end up killing the Emma. The Ms. Marvel Hardlight uses the ultimate and does the rewind on Lizard and the Deathpool. Black Cat uses the special and ends up chaining it across. Robbie uses his special, and then Morgan Le Fay uses her ultimate, and unfortunately I just lost Deathpool. She did nothing in this matchup for me. Iron Patriot uses the special. Namor is now back up. I'm going to target the Ghost Rider Robbie and use the ultimate. That kills Morgan, and the striker attack does kill the Robbie. For leader, I'm going to target the Black Cat and use the special. And Iron Patriot finishes off with the ultimate into Ms. Marvel Hardlight. This was still fairly good, however, Deathpool did cost me points in this matchup, considering she died and it didn't do anything. So Bonsai did end up beating me in this matchup. They got a 50,185 and I got a 50,150. That's a very low score for me. I had a few hiccups that you guys noticed in my matches, and they were very efficient in all of their hits. He did a pretty good job as far as spreading out his defense enough to where I was kind of spread thin, and I saw a couple new teams like that one in Stage 4. I haven't faced that before, and I know that can go south. I didn't want to use my new warriors there because I knew that would end up failing the matchup. As far as using Death Seed in that Stage 3, I think that definitely cost me. I'm still not sure if new warriors would end up beating that. If you do know, please put that in the comments below. Let's go ahead, check out the defenses, and see how the scores ended up tallying up. For Stage 1, I got a 83-61. I think that's a fairly good hit considering the defense that was actually there. I almost lost Vulture, so luckily he was able to hang on, and that was able to squeak me a few more points since he did live. For Stage 2, I got a 83-59. I want to see how Super Skrull with Bifrost would do in here. They did fairly well. I think lower stars on the Spider Society, the Hive Mind would be better because they can get those early kills and start getting that speed up. However, as the Spider Society gets bigger, this might be the better team to go. Next week, I'm going to try and test out some Apocalypse variants. Stage 3 definitely did cost me this match. I got a 83-56. The speed up that the War Dogs get on spawn definitely outweighs what could have happened on here. Magneto doing the blinds definitely helped. However, as the War Dogs kept going, more blinds kept falling off, and then those assists kept coming in. For Stage 4, I got a 83-50. This was definitely not a good showing for me. The Iron Man Infinity War got knocked so low on health, it took a lot of turns. The Peggy Carter definitely kept them into it. I think I should have actually used the Kestrel ult on her instead of Cosmic Ghost Rider, so there were a few misplays on here during this fight. For Stage 5, I got a 83-59. That's a fairly good score considering it is the Infinity Watch. I don't really see anything different I could have done in that fight. Maybe I could have used the Titania special into Adam Warlock instead of Nebula, so I can try to actually go for that Kangbang and one-shot the full team, but regardless, I think I did fairly well in this fight. For Stage 6, I got an 83-65. This is probably the lowest score I got using a Cabal variant into this. The Deathpool definitely cost me those points because she did die, so I don't think I'm going to use her again in this matchup. For Stage 1, they got an 83-63. They used Apocalypse, the Cabal, and Vulture. This is probably the most efficient hit I've seen somebody use on this team that I've had here, and it's been holding up very well for a while, so props to them on having this nice efficient hit. For Stage 2, they got an 83-62. They used the Super Skrull with Hive Mind combination. As you see, this was a little bit more efficient than the Bifrost version that I did by probably about 2 or 3 points. For Stage 3, they got an 83-67. Could use Masters of Evil with Echo into my X-Treme X-Men with Dorm. This has failed so many times for people, and then they end up not being able to clear it because it can be tricky. This is a finesse matchup, and they did this perfectly. For stage 4, they got an 83-72. The New Warriors just demolished the Black Order team, so I am actually pulling this. I'm not going to use Black Order again, because this gives up way too many efficiency points. For stage 5, they used the full Pegasus into my Infinity Watch and gave up a lot of efficiency points. They got an 83-51 on this one. And for stage 6, they got an 83-70. They used the full Superior 6 team into my Secret Defenders with Emma and Morgan. Overall, I'm pretty happy with my performance this week. I did go 2-1. The 2 matches, my defense held up very well. However, in this third matchup, I made some mistakes on offense, and that Black Order definitely cost me on defense, while my Death Seed and my attack on stage 4 cost me on the offensive side. I already made some adjustments to my defense. I should have that defense video out for what I'm going to be using probably about Sunday morning, I'm thinking, because I have 3 videos I'm actually working on right now. The weekly recap, my defense video, and how to counter the X-Men. Make sure that you do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those videos. If you did end up liking this video, please give that a thumbs up, and until next time, you have a wonderful rest of the day.